A thread by Soul War. Trump gets COVID. MSM hardest hit. On Friday night, it was announced that the first couple had tested positive for COVID-19. As heartfelt prayers and wishes for a speedy recovery for Donald and Melania poured in, the mainstream media dashed itself to pieces on the rocks of insanity. This was the same day the mainstream media had launched a gotcha story on Melania with leaked audio from a friend to smear her. By that evening, it had already blown up in their stupid faces. For 3 years, the mainstream media had ignored the First Lady with a few vile exceptions, i.e., stripper, illegal. The tapes humanized Melania, showing a woman frustrated with the media, not the border crisis or Christmas. Many suburban women immediately empathized with her tone and complaints, a massive backfire that was already building before the COVID announcement. Then the mainstream media lost it. 48 hours of sheer madness as news outlets began publishing the most ludicrous fake news imaginable. Blank pages, fake Trumpian photo ops, conspiracy theories. The press went on a sniping hunt. The only thing they hit was their own credibility, killing it once and for all time. As Trump's doctors and the White House kept the American people up to date on the first couple's condition, the mainstream media descended into wild speculation as even the appearance of editorial oversight and sourcing was lost, all to stoke fear and hate and garner clicks. Yep, it's all about money. Since we have positive humanity and care about life, they try to stoke fear in us with lurid headlines. Trump dying. He's going fast. For those who have negative humanity and care about power, they go with hate. Trump cut down by karma. Rejoice. They do it for ad revenue. I do believe in karma, universal balance, and unbeknownst to the mainstream media, they are now hurling themselves into the grave they've dug with their own mouths over the past 4 years. They have lost all sense of perspective, just like their masters in D.C. There's no coming back from this. As President Trump recovers and appears with his newly discovered and humanized First Lady, and his and America's fortunes will rise as the dismal fortunes of the press descend into madness and utter irrelevance. They did it to themselves. They can't stop, and they have no learning curve. Democrat-run California is suffering firestorms every year now, year after year after year. Sane people would try and figure out why that is and fix it. California refuses to. Now, if you said it's because they don't clear the accumulation of brush and dead trees, you'd be wrong. The Democrats know that already. Their environmental BS ideology prevents them from clearing the forests, not a lack of comprehending what's causing the firestorms, as death and massive destruction occurs. This shithead ideologue running California lectures us on climate change. Year after year, we see this, and they refuse to do what's required to protect life and property because of their insane ideology. Gaia wills it, I guess. Now, look at the mainstream media with the same lens. Ideologically driven and proving it every day as they melt down over Trump's successes. Carlos Osuita called it magnificently, didn't he? He said by the time President Trump was reelected, the fake news media would look like this. From the movie Aliens, the artificial person reporter Ash flails madly about after a black Trump supporter decapitates him. Karma, bitches. Link in the thread. In the next 4 weeks, after this weekend's orgy of fake news coverage, they will simply spin faster and faster as you stare at them in fascinated horror until the implosion on November 3rd. Buy popcorn. Hell, invest in popcorn. Enjoy this from my perspective. This is a dryer, a washer with a brick in it. And for those of you just listening, I'm putting it on the screen while it explodes. Let's see. How long does it take? It takes a while. Let's scroll forward to the actual explosion. Anyway, that's the Democrats. Link in the thread. Front load washer. Total carnage. Washer goes chain chomp on me. The DNC and mainstream media polarized us, setting American versus American to destroy our nation as founded. They deserve everything that's happening to them and that is going to happen to them. Trump is the herald of an amazing age of stability, prosperity, and sanity where calm and reason are stressed. Come on this journey to reason with me as we enjoy the crusade President Trump is waging and winning against truly vile and destructive enemies, not just of America, but of humanity itself. We were on the brink of a truly horrifying future that they had built to enslave us. Whoopsie. We are not just on a detour on this journey, having avoided the road to serfdom with Trump's leadership and the standards and expectations of governance he is setting. We are charting an entirely new and amazing course as the Democrats and their media howl and rage as we escape forever. The policies and that poisonous new religion they were trying to ram down our throats as they created a new fascism on American soil will not only be rejected, they will be unpalatable to Americans for generations to come. They were creating a new ISIS right here at home. We all know why the DNC and mainstream media refused to denounce or disavow Black Lives Matter or Antifa as they mercilessly pursued the president as an avowed supporter of white supremacists. Pure deflection. The racists are exposing themselves every day, and our president is going to show them the exact same mercy they've shown him and us. Vote early if you can. Vote in person and send them a message for the history books. Let's go live to see the fake news response to my thread. Ha! Buckle up.